What's up, folks? This is Sir Arthur Dane, the Sword of the Morning, back with another Marvel Heroes Omega video. Iron Man, quick and dirty loadout with a little bit of gameplay. Let's get right to it. Do the talents, so as determine our powers. We use this one, Overcloaking, because the 840 damage bonus. We can deal with the 10% increase of suit power. We use Extreme Healing Nanites, because you heal 350 per second. Does take away some suit power. The healing is nice. It gives you another utility on that power. And it also heals your buddies. Maybe even people around you, random people that you just happen to be fighting next to. This power, or talent. Some people use this. You get an extra charge on the micro missile. Wrist rocket gets that dot. It's burning, which lets your missile salvo do some extra damage. Yeah. Pushes it from like 28 and change to 34, almost 35,000. But this power is always going. There's no cooldown. It doesn't really tax you to keep it on a moving enemy. I mean, they stop sometimes. And it always crits. So, which, means it can brutal. It's always getting a critical out of something you're always using is pretty cool. And it's a dot, it's not a single strike, so it rains down little dots of criticals on everybody. And there's no cooldown, so if the person moves, just press the button again, put it on them in their new spot. Man, this button. Missile salvo. I use missile salvo because people don't like to use it because it uses too much power, they say. But with Iron Man, you're supposed to build on suit power because you get a 6% damage bonus. Yeah, you get 6 out of every 100. 6%, I guess, damage bonus for your suit power. So why not build on suit power? Anyway, so we use that. It does about 28 and change a second damage at the max, and you double the projectiles fired, I think, on micro missiles. No, okay, you add, well, yeah, you double the micro missiles, which is something it doesn't interrupt your main spender, so you can fire that the second they come off a cooldown, and they seek out a target. So you can be running away, not even have your target locked on, and fire those, and they'll go find somebody and hurt them. So yeah, we double the damage on that. And lastly, I kind of want to use Unibeam because cannon and because it's cool, and execute is always nice. So that is something you could do. You could sub out probably my little punch power if you didn't want to do that at all. You're playing with the tank and don't have to have people hitting you, and you could do that. You could change to this and sub in Unibeam, or this. This is what I do different. Jet assisted slam. There's no loss in DPS from interrupting this. It's actually a tiny gain. And for 3 seconds in this game, when you land a melee, you get an 8% increase in defense, which isn't much, but if you're right at that edge, which I was
Mind
before
if
the
I take
last
this
update or
call?
two, of being able to just stand there through virtually almost anything except for, you know, Doctor Doom and Loki and some one-shot powers. But I was right there where I could chill like 99.9% of the time and still, you know, be launching my 3 layers, my missile salvo, my micro missiles, and my satellite. And then you mix this thing in and you get that extra defense and only 1 second of downtime in it. So, because it recharges every 4 seconds and the buffs last for 3. So, no loss in DPS, gain some defense, and it kind of keeps you centered so that if you are cycling in this thing, which is a little bit of a gain in DPS, and you have to get your suit power back sometimes, or heal, so if you're in the middle, you know, that comes out from you in a circle, like an AoE, so it's good for you to be surrounded by people. Same thing with this, although as you can see, only does 19,000 damage, and our spender does 28.5 just about. So you only use this when you need to pause or interrupt somebody who's charging up to hit you, or if you're just taking too much damage, or sometimes it's hard to see in this game. And when you freeze people, they'll turn icy, so you can see them, and you can, I don't know why that helps you, but you can see, oh, okay, there's only 4 of them left alive. It is hard to see, of course. The one-off. Got my ultimate up to level 11. Gonna finish buying a couple characters for synergies with him and Spider-Man. And then I'm gonna max out that. Got a minute and a half off my cooldown. I was gonna have somebody post what the original damage was. Let's see if there's damage increases, but it increases your signature also. So we do our signature a lot. There are my synergies. Thinking about going all defense again because I want to be able to sit still. Except for, you know, Doctor Doom 3rd form and stuff. And eventually I'm hoping they'll release raids and group content that'll be harder. Well, I'll have to move, but you know. Guess I could get rid of Spider-Man's dodge, add She-Hulk or Deadpool. Anyway, that's a whole nother video right there. And got some suit power. My suit power is around 1300. So between that and that talent, that adds about 300 to it, which is, you know, over a quarter. So cool. Where are the rest? What did I spend those on? Attack speed. Huh. Yeah, so like I said, with my synergies and with my gear mods, gone defensive. Gonna mod that out here in a minute. So my gear is all offense. Brutal strike, crit damage, explosive. Energy probably would be better with this build, but I'll take it. This is my baby. Crit damage, brute strike. It add a little 150 defense. Probably was better than whatever they had for offense. Again, crit damage, crit hit. 9% chance to fire that cosmic beam. And then that fix on there. Whoop. Brutal damage, brutal strike, energy damage. Signature, no missiles for 3 seconds. Cool, I'll take it. Yeah, this is the one that's probably gonna go first. Crit hit rating, health on hit. Yeehaw. You get this from trading in your 100 relics for relic boxes. And when you get 5, you can get a complete relic box. I think that's where I got this. That's the one cosmic I found. Energy damage, health, deflect. It is one of my defensive stats, but I'd rather get defense. Then 150 health a second. Defensive mod. This, you make this from the crafter. This, yeah, there's a legendary version. I wish I had that, but I don't. All the good stuff there. Crit and brute, hit and damage. That's a mod. Suit power. Did I just put this one on? I'll survive, I think. Get some more experience. So with Iron Man, I think you need to do your ultimate first. Well, I guess you could do your signature to charge up your ultimate. Wait. 7-8 seconds, activate it. The ultimate, that is. And about, 7-8 more seconds, your signature would come on cooldown. Oh, I think that's if you're using the talent, which I don't get to use anymore. Oh well. Activate your ultimate and activate your signature. Therefore, you'll have both signature and ultimate effects active. Gain +2 to all attributes for 3 minutes. And so every 8.5 minutes, I get +2 to all my attributes. As long as I activate my ultimate first, because it takes a while. It summons people. Then I can activate my signature. If I had the talent that brought down the cooldown on the signature, that's for like an all energy build, and hybrid build is better. Then I could probably get both of those anyway, and then we're getting there. The Macran. Suit power, health, 600 damage rating, 1500 critical hit rating. All that lovely stuff adds up too. I've done a little tinkering on this, and right now, on September 16th, 2017, on the PlayStation 4, I think I'm in a good spot for crit hit, because I tried to put something, I put something on here because I figured I'd only lose 600 crit hit, and I had 4,000, so I'd be at 3,400. And I mean, it gave me brutal strike and brutal damage. It was a nice piece. I need to rework everything, see if I can goose out a little more crit hit, because I did not gain DPS. Again, I did not do a 5 or 10 minute
Hey,
you know,
my stock just spiked.
outing. I just
Again.
did one of the dummies. It's only like 30 seconds or a minute, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I went down to 3,400 crit hit and increased my, brute and stuff. So it should have done a lot more damage. But going down to 34 crit hit rating, 3,400 that is, really seemed to hamper my DPS, so I have to see if maybe I can live with 3,800 and get that piece on there, because it's sick. Anyway, well, that's my stuff. So, pretty simple legendary. Let's go kill some purifiers. Rocking the Avengers Age of Ultron Mark 43 costume. They did just come out with this one that I got yesterday. Pretty similar, but also very different. That's the one they give you to start with. The Star Boost. Never really liked this one when it was available for sale. Now that it's not, I like it. This one's kind of growing on me. It just looks, kind of weird at first. It's kind of growing on me though. Any hoodle.
Glad I replaced my air filters yesterday.
Let's kill 100 beer
Sorry,
parts.
not happening.
Heyo. With all the people that are a little bit extra Eternity Splinters or cash buy, do seem to get more multiple drops. Sorry, I'm used to playing with that map. It doesn't bother me. I'm trying not to do it when I'm streaming or I know I'm making a video. Anyway, I don't need a defense, so I'll just keep shooting them.
My armor's trash.
No, you're all gold.
That was predictable.
Spider-Man Omega's out. I've been doing that, so a little out of practice. My boy here. You can open your rotation with good old arc reactor. You're not going to run out of power or health in 10 seconds probably. If you start to freeze them, punch them, gain some defense. Also puts weaken on it, 10% damage though. How long does that last? 8 seconds, oh cool. Yeah, 4-second cooldown. Guess you can open with the punch too. I like to get the... I mean, that's just with Satellite Strike. All those brutals ticking up over.
Where did I go wrong?
Defeated by the lenses. That's by far your most powerful attack. And that does some pretty good damage too. They don't have to stay in one place. That's the only reason why it's kind of good to freeze. Gosh! I mean, I started playing MOBA, Pro MOBA. And I didn't play for a little bit, like a week or two. Didn't play much. think I didn't play for like a week, but yeah, 1 or 2 updates come out, and man, I used to be able to hold it still, except for in front of, you know, Dr. Doom, in his second or third form, or Loki, or like Kingpin and Elektra would, you know, double, but one at a time, like there was a time with only 35% damage reduction at 4,300 health, around there. And again, I use the punch, so I usually have 43% damage reduction. There was the time when I could hold still. I might have been using a mod, another modded artifact that
It's crude, but it might be useful.
I have on Venom right now, and it's not that, it's the Daily Bugle and gives you a variety of defensive stuff, but oh no, yeah, I replaced that with getting a mod. Defensive mod on something.
Sorry,
I modded out my Cursed. 13-year-old kid.
You can't defeat
Totally spazzed out and just activated everything. Hello. I don't know why I did it. Hey, that must have been the 100th. Yep. Cool. Now we can go make a mod. Why am I doing it? Oh yeah, I mean, the first when you jump in a mob, there's a lot of them, so maybe freeze them, you know, cool. They don't shoot you, I mean, after your ultimate, if you're invincible during your ultimate.
it's crude, but it might be useful.
Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much just do that. Another punch. That's not fire. So good. Cool. Alrighty. Well, that was a legendary mission with some gameplay by Iron Man, all content loadout. Hope you enjoyed that, found it informative, all that good stuff. Please subscribe. It's a new channel. I need it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is Sir Arthur Dane, wishing you good fortune in the wars to come.